Attention! The following podcast contains explicit content and is not suitable for children. This podcast may also make you piss your pants, laugh, cry, maybe even shit your pants. If so, enjoy.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Dino Mac, and this is the Mac Attack Show.
What's the sex life like for you?
Completely zero.
Dean, I did not expect this whole show to be about my boobs. Sorry, this is ridiculous.
It's organic. We just roll with it. We're just. Oh my God, are you serious? My mom was hitting on you?
I am fucking serious.
Jesus, 61, 62-year-old cougar coming at you.
Yeah.
Coming at you like a sad Monday, huh?
Inspired by the Mac Attack Show, of course, and thank you for that inspiration, Dean. I truly, I'm digging this. I'm digging what you're doing. I think it's really cool.
And now, here is your host, Dino Mac.
What's going on, everybody? What's happening? What are you doing out there? We are back. We're so back. Oh, my God. Thank you. Thank you. I'm just going to lower it now. Thank you guys for that overwhelming show of appreciation with the crowd going crazy. Guys, I'm Dino Mac, and welcome back to the Mac Attack Show here on live on Exit 92 Radio. I got a great show for you today lined up. We got lots of things to talk about and lots of people to offend. And I just hope that I make somebody cry, but at the same time, I want to make somebody laugh too. My special guest was on Guy Talk on the Mac Attack Show last night. He's here today to get drilled, and I don't mean that sexually. He's a hell of a guy. He's my buddy on the pipeline, Mr. Steve Criswell. How you doing, Steve?
How you doing, Dan? I'm doing great. Glad to be on the show.
Glad to be on the show. Well, welcome to Exit 92 Radio, man. Man, we already got people on the chat board. Steve, Joshua Brandon said, "Sup, bitches," and Exit 92 Radio does say, "America." Merc.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. Steve, for the listeners that don't really know you, man, some of the people, I'm going to go here, I'm going to share it. I'd advise everybody, we're up to 1,002 followers on Exit 92 Radio. Let's give them you know what? I mean, that's awesome. That is awesome. That we are 1,002 people. And I'm going to give out to the pioneers, the big bad blue bear, Nick Swallowman, and Jason from Exit 92 Radio. Thank you. You guys are great empires. You guys are awesome. You recognize talent, and you put that talent on there. For all the guys that's been here, for all the guys, all the new guys that's came up, welcome to Exit 92 Radio. It's a badass network, and I like being on here. But I'm going to go ahead and do some shares and stuff, and I want you to tell the listeners that may know you or friends at home that's seeing this on Facebook or listening to this on right here, live, Spreaker.com. Let them know a little bit about you. What year did you graduate? Where'd you come from? Where did you go, Cotton Eye Joe? Let me know.
Well, originally I grew up in a little town called Monticello, Kentucky. I'm talking English, hardly have any teeth. You know what I'm saying? But moonshine, whatever you want. They're beautiful country lakes now. We moved up to Indiana, graduated from Mount Vernon High School in 2002, and jumped on the pipeline not long after that. And that's pretty much it. Work, raise a family, shoot a little bit competitively, gamer, nerd, all arounder. Yeah, nerd.
You said nerd. What do you mean by that, by nerd?
I'm a big gamer, dude. I love gaming and tech. I love any kind of techie gizmo that just comes out,
Nice.
I'm right now infatuated by this Amazon Dot that's hard. Like, hey, Alexa, my bitch, answer my question. And boom, she answers your question. Just, any kind of tech stuff like that.
Nice. I'm into. I would say that I'm into games. Right along with you. Call of Duty guy. Any kind of fighting games, but going back to the old school,
Mortal Kombat,
Street Fighter, shit like that. I'm down with that. But man, anymore, I don't know if you agree with me on this, but I don't have enough time. I don't have enough time to.
Time's a hard thing, especially the way we work 60, 70 hours a week. Time's a big factor but it's the way I decompress after a hard week at work.
Yes. Yes, because you can't shoot your boss. You can't shoot your boss, so you might as well just act like it's your boss if you're mad.
You can, but it might be illegal. You know what I mean?
Well,
you might end up with like Matumbo in a jail cell. You want some Merlot? I made it myself in the toilet.
Have you seen the new movie Deepwater Horizon?
I want to see that with Mark Wahlberg about the drilling rig. I want to see that. I haven't gotten around to it yet.
Heavy D was on the show. Heavy D said to watch it, and he said it hits you in the feelers. Yeah. So far, I'm almost to the end. I've got about 10 minutes left of the show the movie that I was watching. Guys, you get a chance, don't hesitate to watch that movie. It kind of gives you a little bit of experience, and it's based on a true story. So, not too much of it is completely, fake. But some of it is, it's Hollywood. So, but it's good. It kind of makes you have a little bit more respect for those guys that put it all on the line and go by the rules. And when big oil companies, pushing you, when big bosses don't know anything but money, it's the small guys. It's guys like me and Steve. We're there to stay safe, ain't we, Steve?
I don't care what happens this day as long as I get to leave the way I came in one piece and back to my family.
That's right. That's right. That's the only thing that is. I don't know who is on Exit 92. I thought I was on Exit 92. 1 motherfucking thousand. We're gonna build wall. We're gonna build wall. That's we're gonna build wall. What?
If we go and build a wall, but we got these are industrious fuckers coming across the border. They'll just dig a fucking tunnel under it. I mean,
they're it's almost like a dog. Like they're smart. You know what I mean? They're not dumb. They know what they're doing. They're dig a tunnel.
Oh yeah, I guarantee they're already running boats through them tunnels and coming over here through them tunnels.
I mean, because you could see them get 20 or 30 of their cousins, and everybody just helping out. Because they work.
Throw them in a bucket.
They work. Did you say just throw them in a bucket?
Yeah, they're probably down there 30 of them in the bucket. One dude with a spoon trying to shovel dirt in that bucket. Walking that out with a mule or some shit.
I don't mean to bounce around topics, but since we're talking about the wall, I was talking a little bit about Trump. Trump's the president. Woohoo! That's awesome. I don't care. He's just a puppet. America. I like Trump, but man, I've got a whole. I'm a conspiracy theorist, so I don't really believe a whole lot of this. We're gonna do this for the people, and we're gonna do that for the people. Whatever, dude. Hopefully it happens. Hopefully it happens. And I want it to happen. Better for the people. That's what the people need to run the country, not the government. But speaking about this wall, dude. I mean, would you agree if we're gonna build one wall? We need to build 2 walls. What do you think?
What, you mean like a wall in Canada?
Absolutely. We just need to border.
They're the nicest people in the world. Why would you want to isolate them?
I'm not trying to isolate them. So are you saying that you're isolating the Mexican descent? The Mexican people?
Not isolating. We're protecting our border. There's no fact they flood over here. I mean, take our jobs. The Canadians, what do they do? They offer you a cup of coffee when you see them. They're the nicest people in the world.
What about Florida? We should build a wall around Florida at least. Keep Cubans out, right?
Well, at least that maybe.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you're going to build one wall, you need to build the whole wall all the way around. All the way around. I mean, seriously, if you're going to do that, I'm all for the wall. I am. But I'm an extremist. I say build a wall around the entire United States, 700 feet tall, all the way around.
700 feet with gun towers, machine gun ladders.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Close this sumbitch off like Resident Evil did in the first movie. That's what I'm talking about. I gotta go to the chat
It didn't
board.
work, did it?
Cube wall. Cube wall. Stephen Brannett says, build the wall and throw Bieber back.
They can have Bieber.
Yeah.
I wish they'd take that motherfucker back.
Hey, Bieber's a pimp now. Bieber's a pimp.
Bieber ain't no pimp, dude.
Shit.
Cat Williams is a pimp. Bieber, not a pimp.
Cat Williams is a pimp. Yeah, that is true. Cat Williams is a pimp. But Bieber, man, those girls just be dropping over him. Just the whole new look that he brought back, like he disappeared for a little while, and then I thought he was going to get deported.
It ain't called disappearing, it's called rehab.
Well, did he disappear? I mean, did he?
No, he went to I think he went to rehab, didn't he?
Well, I thought he was going to get deported. Somebody said the news was talking about how they was going to deport Justin Bieber because he was no good. He was just causing all types of trouble. Always getting into trouble. But he's still here. It's kind of like it was a big lie. It was a big joke.
Everything with Bieber is a big joke, man.
You say that you listen to a certain news company that you fully trust. You don't trust CNN or ABC or Fox News, or who do you go to for your main source?
I go to BBC because you look at the news here, CNN and NBC, they're so fucking left, and then you go to Fox, they're so fucking right. There's no. It's like that old movie Wag the Dog,
Right.
They tell you each side has their own news outlet, and they tell you what they want you to hear. So I just go to BBC. They don't give a fuck what happens over here. They're just gonna tell it how it is.
No, I don't think that I've ever actually watched the BBC.
You should.
I should. But let's follow back. Like I said, I know we're bouncing around topics here, and we're just getting warmed up, bud. How was it like growing up for you? Specifically, how was it? What was it like growing up with you and your family life? Did you have a hard family life? Was you rich? Was you poor?
I wouldn't say I was rich. I was honestly upper middle class. My dad was a pipeline. I'm the third generation pipeline.
Okay.
Ironically. So my dad worked his ass off, and I pretty much, anything I never needed was provided for me. But I got a lot of tough love from my old man.
Good.
And I think at that day, that's the best thing that happened to me because after high school, I found out I liked the pop a little too much. You know what I'm saying? I was a wild child.
Right.
And like I said, my mother and my father always there. Anytime I got in trouble, they were always there to help me out.
Always there to beat your ass too, huh?
Yeah, it got to a point where old man had that sit down. I was about in my early 20s, and he had that sit down. He said, "This is it. You either straighten up or we're done." And that, like I said, I owe my old man that. And my mom, my mom's always loved me. She worked hard though. She was working like my dad, 60, 70 hours a week. So when I was younger, I lived with my grandparents for the week. I didn't see my parents on the weekend. And then, like I said, got up here, moved up to Indiana to be closer to my dad. So I'd see him every night, my mom every night. And it was good. High school was a little rough on me. I was, 6'3", skinny kid. I was a swimmer. So I was kind of ostracized a little bit. Matter of fact, with football and swimming, that was a big ooh. The football players wrestled in my school. But, it made me tougher. Gave me thicker skin.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. So you never did any of the I'm getting a little bit of feedback. I don't know what's going on. Are you in your truck or something?
I'm using a Bluetooth.
Okay. But you did you ever do any bullying? Any picking on kids?
Honestly, not much. I was probably the one who got picked on more than I picked on people.
Now, this show. The Mac Attack show, we are all about, giving the hurt feeling generation a middle finger and a Band-Aid. I want to know your take on
They don't even need a Band-Aid.
What?
They don't even need that fucking Band-Aid.
I want to know your take on this bullying, man. I want to know what you think about this epidemic that we call bullying. What would you say would be A, the answer to it, and B, how do we stop it?
Hey, you tell the fucking kids getting picked on, toughen the fuck up. It's no big deal. It's just fucking high school drama bullshit. And see, if it gets to the point where they're actually, like, you know, physically harming the kids, then we step in with the bully. You know what I mean?
Do you believe that there's girls that bully boys in school?
No, that's just being a pussy.
No, honest to God, do you think that there's girls? You don't think that?
There should not be a girl bullying a guy.
There shouldn't be, but there is.
Then the guy's too fucking sensitive.
Well,
what the fuck's that girl going to tell you that's going to fucking hurt your feelings? How's she going to bully you?
Well, she's got the upper hand.
How's she got the upper hand?
All she's got to say is, "Oh, you touched me."
Fucking throw right back. She touched me.
Oh, that doesn't fly. It just doesn't fly in a normal case scenario. There, it's just they're not going to believe that.
No, I mean, I'd prove it if I was that boy. You know.
That's where the parents would have to step in and be like, "Well, you know, we're going to need a little bit of proof because this ain't going to fly." Well, the reason why I ask you this is because you know the girl that was on Dr. Phil. You know, cash me outside. How about that? You know,
yeah.
What if that was your daughter? What would you do? What would you do in that scenario?
Oh, you don't know. It wouldn't be good. It would not be good. I'd teach my daughter a whole lot more respect than that, hopefully. You know what I mean?
A lot of people say violence is not the answer, but, I'm kind of old-fashioned. I don't see any reason why you can't knock the kid across the floor. I guarantee you they won't do it again.
Well, I'm all about spanking the kid. You know what I mean? Spank the kid, spoil the kid, I was going to spank the kid, yes. But the minute you go in there, you know, you don't need to beat them. There's got to be a line. You know,
right.
I'm a bigger guy. I don't deal with spankings out of my house. I leave that to my lady. I feel bad. You know, here I am, big motherfucker, going to hit this little kid. No, I can't do that. But I do think that, you know, at certain points, they do need to be spanked. And they need to be taught respect.
Hold on a minute there, Steve. I got people talking on the chat board. It is Exit 92. How they're talking on Exit 92, I don't know because I'm not getting the notifications that there's a new chat, so I can go back to the chat boards because I can have more fan interaction. Please, whoever you are, please sign into your account and join the conversation. Please and thank you. Much appreciated. Let's see here. Cube, I say we take all the Mexicans and move them over here. Okay. The fucking Beebs. Well, hold on. Those goddamn Brits always plotting the end, saying we can't build wall, saying fuck freedom. I disagree. Seriously, quite seriously. Girls can be cunts. They really can. I was a fat guy in high school and in another life, and really it's not anything to do with sensitivity. It has all to do with people not liking the fact that someone is different from them, and this is the big bad Boo Bear. I'm not going to agree with that. He says it all has to do with people not liking the fact that someone is different from them. No, I think it's the reason why people bully, because they don't normally get their way, and they want it their way. It's kind of like a small child throwing a temper tantrum, but instead of throwing the tantrum, they take their aggression out on another child. So that's what it is. And I don't think that's I don't think that's right. I think there's a lot of Steve. Would you agree with me that the parents are the biggest role models, the biggest problem in this?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, when it's in like junior high and elementary, yeah, I think it's a problem. It's more like you say, the kid not getting their way, throwing the tantrum, or they're going to pick on the kid that looks different. But when you start, like, talking high school, what's wrong with being the guy that's quote-unquote missed or misunderstood? You know what I mean? So what? You want to break the mold. You don't want to be the guy that's fucking, You want to be the guy that wears the punk rock clothes, the greaser hair. Be that guy. When you get in high school, fuck everybody, be who you want to be is the way I look at it. If they want to try to bully you, fuck them. That's what I mean by sensitivity thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I totally get that. Back in high school, I was picked on. Well, not in high school. Back in elementary school, I was heavily picked on. I've been in a lot of foster homes. I've come up from a rough life. No rougher. I mean, other people's had it way rougher than I have. But here's the deal. By the time I got to high school, it was kind of the mentality changed completely. Like it's part of maturing, and it was all like, Dino's all right, man. Dino's all right. Hey, Dino, man, you want a beer? It's all like, yeah, hell yeah, I want a beer. Oh, fucking Dino, drink a beer. Dino, roll a joint. Yeah, Dino, roll a joint. So I mean, it's like that. And I think, but now in high school, we got the social media now. Now we got Instagram. There wasn't no fucking Instagram back in the day. There's no Facebook, no Twitter, no tweeter twat. There wasn't no shit like that.
Snapchat.
No, there's no Snatch Chat. There was none of this what we have now. So bullying, if it was taking place, it was taking place right there. And I think back in the day, we just whooped some ass. Do you see anything wrong, Steve, with just whooping a little bit of ass? Because a lot of people say violence does not solve anything. I disagree. What about you?
You break a motherfucker's nose, and we'll change his mind real quick. I'm just saying that one. That's just how it is. He's not going to be picking on you too much when you break his nose. Right. And I think boys will be boys. It's part of growing up as a male. You're going to have to fight eventually sometime in your life.
Yes. Yes.
Win or lose, you're going to have to do it.
Because eventually it might be for your life.
Not just that. I mean, it's going to show you how much of a man you are. What point is your breaking point? At what point are you willing to say, let's step out in the gravel?
There we go. Now I'm getting chat notifications. By the time I hit high school, this is the Big Bad Boo Bear. By the time I hit high school, it was I got to adapt. Fighting against the waves with everything I had wasn't working. So instead of saying fuck you when someone says fat ass, then it was like, oh, thank you, sir. My mother sure does enjoy it. If I didn't have things to do. Wow.
Well, that's a good way of coping with it, though, because you're rolling with the punches. Then it helps you develop a thicker skin to get you ready for your adult life after high school in the workforce or college after in the workforce, too. It's rough, You know that.
I want to get your opinion on this next comment, Steve. I want to know. Yeah. You're right, though. I want to get your next opinion. Stephen Brandon says, I was a fat Navy brat, but I was a timid kid. But I had a breaking point that shattered at least 3 times in my life. Nobody messed with me after a while. What do you take on that? The fat kid gets picked on too much, and then all of a sudden, booyah. What's your take on that?
Well, I mean, again, it shows you that you're going to stand up for yourself, so they're less likely to pick on you. So it's a good thing you're growing up as a male to get that fight, to get that point. The kids today, they don't want to fight. They just want to bring a gun to school and start shooting some bitches.
Right. I've molded my life after watching these two people, Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. I really have. Those two guys were incredible, incredible role models. But of course, I've also been inspired by The Rock. The Rock. But those two guys, you got Martin Luther King, nonviolent. Do the right thing. Never get tired of doing the right thing. And then when the right thing doesn't work, then steps in Malcolm X by any motherfucking means necessary. Because sometimes, in my opinion, I don't think people understand anything but violence. Steve, would you agree that violence does create peace sometimes?
It does. It goes back to that. Yeah, you break the dude's nose, it'll be peaceful. Because he ain't going to want to get his nose broken again. You know what I mean?
Big Bad Boo Bear says violence really isn't the answer, though. Fighting shouldn't be an answer. Malcolm X was sort of a warmonger. The fact is, you defend yourself if need be, but do not initiate or instigate. Do not instigate. Well, that's right. You don't instigate. But when you get tired, I'll give an example. When they throw the first punch, get ready to throw the last. Words of my father. That's pretty good, Steven. But I would have to agree. You know, somebody takes your cell phone, Steve. Somebody takes your cell phone. You're in high school. Somebody takes your cell phone, won't give it back. Dude's 3 times bigger than you. You know, varsity player, football team. You ain't know about a freshman playing on JV. Takes your cell phone and says, "Ha, I got your phone." What do? You
Kick him in the dick.
Yeah, that's instantaneously like you kick him in the dick. Because and I agree with you, Steve, because what's going to happen? Here's what's going to happen. You're going to go to the football coach or you're going to go to the principal and you're going to say, he took my phone, and they're like, okay, you know, give his phone back. So you give his phone back. Now, not only do you got to get the lashing from the football team or your peers, but then he's going to take it again. So the football player takes the cell phone again, and then you're like, God, man, okay. So you go do the right thing. You go tell somebody. So you tell somebody, and they say, all right, you know, give the phone back. And then that's when they say, if you can't keep a hold of your phone, if you're always going to be giving him the opportunity to take your phone, you need to put your phone somewhere else. Because why? Because they're tired of messing with it. So here's what you do. Here's what you do. So the next time, you don't need to change your shit. That child, that teenager, that varsity football player needs to suck it up, buttercup, and be a fucking man and quit fucking acting like a 3-year-old child and taking shit. Yeah, you don't need to change your shit. I mean, Steve, would you agree?
Yeah, you don't need to change anything you're doing, but you do need to stand up for you.
Right. So
you know what I mean?
The next time he takes it, you totally fucking Negan him from The Walking Dead. And then, goddamn right, and I guarantee you when the motherfucker's drinking through a straw, he can't take anybody else's cell phone. That's the whole Columbine issue. That's the whole, people sat there and said all the kids were like, oh, they never had any problems with anybody. They were always nice. They was really quiet, kind of kept to themselves. No, deep down inside, you treated those motherfuckers like shit. You treated them like shit every single day. They tried to do it the right way, and what happened? The government came over there and said, hey, we're going to make your family rich. You shoot all these kids so we can do gun control. Steve, let's talk about gun control. I know you're a Second Amendment advocate. You're all about it. Let me know. Let some of the listeners know a little bit about shooting competition style.
Shooting competition? I shoot defensive competition, which they give you a scenario, you got to shoot it, and you're always on defense. It's never like there's other organizations that'll teach you speed shooting or offensive shooting. No, this is all defense. So if I do have to use my firearm because I don't leave the house without one, I'm prepared for it. It simulates the stress you're under to put the rounds on target. That way you don't crack. Because, I mean, a split-second battery load can cost you or your family your life. You know?
Absolutely.
And I think the way to stop crime, more people need to carry guns.
Just
because
guns
all
everywhere.
the cops going to do, well, yeah, because cops, they don't stop crime. They investigate crime and lock up one after it happens.
That's right. Go to the chat board here real quick. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but Big Bad Boo Bear, he agrees with Steven. He says, oh, yeah, that's the answer. Put the kid in the hospital. Absolutely. And Jason from Exit 92 Radio has just tuned in. He said, anal sex.
Butthole licking.
Oral rape, he says. Jason, we're sitting here talking about the Second Amendment, how Steve is he shoots competitionally, like, you know, he shoots for competition. He tries to be the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. No disrespect to Bret Hart. And he says anal sex, oral rape, and biscuits. So
you gotta have gravy, man. You can't have biscuits and no gravy.
Right. I do want to tell the Boo Bear, you know, honestly, That is the last resort. Putting the kid in the hospital is the last resort. You never need to get tired of doing the right thing, and you need to do that first. And you need to do it repeatedly until you've exhausted all non-violent options, and then get violent as fuck. And you need to mark it down and log it and shit, what you did on November this, at this time, just to prove a point.
Escalating violence. Like the first time, you push them around till you get strong back. Second time, you go to fist. Third, fourth time, then you pull out the fucking baseball bat.
That's right.
You know?
You're negging them. That's right.
Yeah, you need to escalate that. You don't want to go straight for the bat.
Mm-hmm.
That might not look good in the court.
Yeah, exactly. And you always need to at least keep a baseball mitt in the car.
In your truck.
And a baseball.
Yeah, your lawyer will thank you for that.
No shit. But
But back to the Second Amendment thing,
yeah.
though, like the pistol permit thing,
mm-hmm.
I think it's bullshit, because it should be all right to bear arms, but that's beside the point.
Okay.
When you get that permit, I look at it as the fact that I have a permit to carry a concealed deadly weapon, that I, at that point, will have to make a decision to actually take somebody's life to defend myself. You know?
Do you believe in constitutional carry? Like, what's your opinion on it? Is that just smoke and mirrors, or what is it? Because several states are going to that.
Well, like Kentucky, take that for example, you don't have to have a pistol permit. As long as it's not concealed. You can wear it on your hip. The world can see it, have it on your dash the minute you're in your truck, and put a napkin over top of it. Without a permit, you go to jail. Because at that point, it's a concealed deadly weapon. So, I think it should all be open carry, constitutional carry.
Constitutional carry. Yeah, I agree.
We should go to a national. It should not go state by state by state. It should be national. Your driver's license works in any state. Why should your pistol permit if you're required to have it?
I'd agree to that. Definitely would agree to
like
that.
Illinois won't honor nobody else's, and we live right next to Illinois. But you take Kentucky, because it all goes back to your reciprocating states with that permit. Indiana will honor Kentucky's permit, and Kentucky will honor Indiana, but Illinois will honor nobody. So if you get caught over there, you go into jail. It should be national.
I'm going to do a roll call real quick. I want to know what everybody's drinking. On the chat boards right now, you're chatting. I want to see. I don't care if it's Mountain Dew, whatever. Steve, what are you drinking?
Coors Light.
Coors Light right now. I'm drinking a Miller Lite. Both Union-made
sorry.
beers. Union-made beers, badass. Okay.
Yeah, but it's Miller Lite, not so badass. That's like clear beer, dude. You got a straw in it?
I'm drinking Miller Lite.
Yeah, I know you got a straw in it.
No.
That's like clear beer, dude.
You're drinking Coors Light. That's like the designated driver's beer.
Shit.
You can't get drunk off of Coors Light. I don't know anybody that's ever got drunk off of Coors Light, and if you do, you have a problem. Just saying, you have a problem.
No. Coors Light taste the Rockies.
Taste the Rockies in your mouth. Steve, I'm going to go to a little bit of a break, and this falls for Exit 92 Radio. All we're going to do is do a little 2-minute promo. I hope you guys enjoy it. You may have heard it on the Mac Attack Show before, but this goes for Exit 92 Radio too. We're looking for sponsors. We got 1,002 followers. That's badass. We're coming up. Greatest network on Spreaker.com. Today, it's Dino for your motherfucking promo, Mac. And here we go. I hope you guys enjoy.
What's going on, everybody? Dino Mac here, wanting you to know that I want to give a shout out to some of our sponsors. And guess what? We don't have any damn sponsors. But I do want to take a little bit of time and let you know, if you'd like to sponsor the Mac Attack Show, please email me at xp_dp32@yahoo.com. Again, that is xp_dp32@yahoo.com, and find out how for one low price you can sponsor the Mac Attack Show for all year. That's 52 weeks, people. Every time we have a show, you get your business advertised. And I do want to give a shout out to some of the things that I enjoy, that I like. And one of those things are EHP Labs, man. If you like sports supplements and you want to get buff and tough and rough, EHPLabs.com is where you want to go. I use their product, OxyShred. I lost 13 pounds in 3 months with that product, and it was badass. Also, I'm going to be starting my own photography here pretty soon, my photography business that I had back in Missouri. It's Dean A. Parker Photography, and I'll be opening it up here in the next couple of months, and we do everything from family to kids to boudoir. We do not do weddings, though, letting you know that. So call me, get a hold of me if you want to get yourself a photo shoot. Also, I'm going to do something a little bit different today, and I do want to say we're going to advertise an app, and I use this app to advertise the show this year. So it is called Ripple, R-I-P-L, Ripple. It's awesome. Boost your social media. Create eye-catching animated posts for Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Guys, they're awesome. Check them out on Google Play or the App Store.
You know, a lot of people say that that I'm pretty good at the promos and stuff like that, and I appreciate that. And we're back. We're live on Exit 92 Radio here on the Mac Attack Show. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We was just talking about beer, and again, we're gonna also take. I'm not gonna speak for Exit 92 Radio until after we have a meeting, but we'll take merchandise as a form of advertisement. We'll take hats, T-shirts, sunglasses, underwear.
Dildos.
What'd you say?
Dildos.
Dildos? Nah. What the fuck are we going to do with them? We go mushroom stamp everybody? Is that what we're going to do?
I'm just saying, if motherfucker puts their company logo on it, why not? Hand it out in a raffle. I mean, make one to do with a 19-inch wine and hand it out.
Hey, Jason from Exit 92 Radio about 4 minutes ago said, what do you call a hot chick in Kentucky? And
Your sister.
No, no, he said a tourist. That's funny too.
You know how you capture a Kentucky boy, right?
Well, hold on here. Big Babu Bear says water. Stephen Brannett says he's drinking lemonade. And Big Babu said, yeah, 2017, hydrogen monoxide and citric acid. That's what? Or yeah. Yeah, that's fucked up. He actually broke down the molecules of lemonade. if that ain't nerd, I don't know what is. But Steven, we love you, and we always thank you for tuning in, man. We hopefully you're sharing this on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all your friends. But we was just talking about aluminum cans and bottles and beers. Well, you got to do the cans. You like the cans. Why is that?
I like cans because they're simple. They're easy. They're small. You know what I mean? They're really go.
You're used to handling small things, or what?
Yeah, dude, I'm white.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel your pain.
I mean, no, I like bottles. But the thing about bottles is, throw them in the trash can, they bust. You can throw a beer can. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I can reach back, throw a beer can down my truck going down the road. I mean, not that I drink and drive. I condone that. That's bad if you don't do it.
I would agree with that because, like, at a sporting event, they always sell the beer in the cans. That's awesome. It's not so bad. I don't know why the taste is different in an aluminum
it's in
can.
Your head, dude.
You think it's in my head? I can taste it. But when I go to a sporting event, I can't taste it. I think they put a liner in the beer at the sporting events at the stadiums. I think there's a liner on that aluminum. What do you think?
No, Keystone puts a liner in it.
Really?
Special line. Keystone Light.
Nice.
Made by Coors. Taste different. Made by.
Nice. Now, I've drank Coors Light. Steven says, nerd it up. Right on. But
I don't
yeah.
like Budweiser, though.
Oh, Budweiser? No. I'll drink, like, when I go to a buddy's, like, party or something like that, or I go to a buddy's house or whatever, you know, any beer is good if it's free. I'm sorry, I'll drink
it,
but except, yes, and cold. I don't like Heineken. I won't drink it. If they offer it to me, I'll just be like, you know, I appreciate it, but as far as beers go, I pretty much drink anything. I mean, are you a preferred drinker? Do you only stick to Coors Light, or or
if it's domestic, I'll speak to her light or land shark. But tell you the truth, I'm like what I guess they call beer snob. I'm a craft beer. Not a hipster, by the way, but I like craft beer, like
Yes.
cherry wheat or local brews.
Are you an IPA fan?
I can drink it. I'm not a huge fan of it. I'm more of a lager fan or a wheat beer fan.
Yes, lager and wheat beer are probably my favorite. IPAs are not too bad. I'm sorry, but if you've had 14 shots of Jack, the IPAs ain't going to matter. It's just not going to.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
Have you...
At 14 shots, ain't shit gonna matter. I'm gonna be waking up feeling bad.
No. Oh, did you notice that? Do you notice that too? You sat there and you said you wake up bad. Do you notice that where, when you was 21, you first started drinking, the hangover wasn't so bad. But now, how old are you now, Steve?
I'm 32.
You're 32. 32 years
It
old.
hurt.
Yeah, it takes like a day or two to fucking recover from a hangover.
I mean, from when I started drinking like 16 to about 27, 26, I didn't get a hangover.
Right.
Anymore, it fucking hurts. It hurts.
Oh, I don't know what just happened. I think we hung up on Steve. We are live on the Mac Attack Show. He must have dropped call. We're gonna see if he calls back. We're gonna see if he texts back. That's a little bit different. We're live. We are live. How's everybody enjoying the chat rooms? Let's see it up. Nope. Nobody's saying anything. It's got quiet all of a sudden. Fuck. Real quickly before Steven gets back, again, we're looking for sponsors. We're not begging. But if you'd like to get your business heard on Exit 92 Radio, get a hold of Nick Solomon or Jason or Hans or anybody that you see on any of the shows. Contact them, Facebook, Twitter. Guys, if you do us a little bit of a favor, we like the Big Bad Boo Bear and Jason. Could you kindly put maybe your emails there at a link that maybe they could call you to talk to you, or get a hold of you somehow, and they could talk a little bit logistics on sponsoring Exit 92 Radio. Let's see. 1,002 followers, guys. That's pretty fucking badass. Just saying. I'm going to go ahead and try to call Steven back here, and let's see what's going on. Dropped a call for some reason. I bet he's in his truck. We're going to hear a little bit of a ring. Let's see what happens here. It's not even dialing out. That's kind of messed up.
The wireless customer you are calling is not available.
Of course he's not. Of course he's not available. Because his call fucked up. That's awesome. This is great. Cricket. Oh, yeah, the cricket. But again, guys, on the Mac Attack Show here, we're going to be doing more things. You definitely need to get on Spreaker.com. I don't know how much I can stress that. If you have a buddy at work that has not heard Exit 92 Radio, or, scratch that shit, hasn't heard anything at all, hasn't heard of Spreaker.com, they're a great company, guys. Great company. With all this podcasting, you can start your own free podcast for 30 minutes. Storage time up to 10 hours, guys. You cannot beat that. If you think you got a talent at doing this kind of shit, get your fucking ass up on Spreaker.com. Sign in with your Facebook, your Twitter account, your Gmail account. Just fucking make up an email called BigDickJohnson@yahoo.com. Nobody fucking knows. And the way I see it is, if you've got a talent, Exit 92 Radio will find you. We will hunt you down, and we will find you. And if we think you got something good, man, it's a melting pot. It's a melting pot. Just ask Jason from Exit 92 Radio. It's Big J. We got any following shows coming up? I don't see anybody listening. I don't see anybody chatting besides Steven. Steven, again, we thank you for being a loyal listener. We're going to go ahead and try to call the other Steve. Again. We're live on the air here on the Mac Attack Show. We don't know what happened to Steve. Steve left us.
The wireless.
Wow. We don't know what's going on with Steve. Let me text him. Let me text Steve. Say, Steve, what the fuck? What the fuck? There it is. Exclamation. Yeah, everything's abbreviated nowadays because everybody's too fucking lazy to actually type out shit. Do not know what happened. I'm bored, so... But again, you're bored and you're listening to Exit 92 Radio here on the Mac Attack Show, man. That's awesome. Either way, I mean, I could probably, I think I sound backwards on that, but I do appreciate it. We was having great conversation there. If Steven can't make it back, I'm going to have to call someone else. Oh, Steve. I don't know what he's doing. He's lost in the abyss. I don't know if he's trying to call me. The original Stein bottle. Here on Miller Lite. Today's show is brought to you by Miller Lite, a finer Pilsner beer. It's cheap. Well, it's not really cheap. Not anymore. It used to be fucking cheap. But now it's like super duper competition with Bud Light. And it's fucking expensive. I'm tired of paying all this money for beer just to drink some beer. But man, I still got beer left over from New Year's. Holy shit. Like, all my buddies came over, like, I bought some beer, and then, oh my God, I had a couple buddies come over, and Jesus, they bought a whole thing of fucking Crown Royal Apple. Then they brought over a whole big old thing of Fireball whiskey, okay? After that, they brought over, like, 2 or 3 cases of Miller High Life and one case of Miller Lite. It was... And, like, barely anybody, like, drank. I was drinking a whole bunch, and they, the buddies that bought the drink, they was drinking a whole bunch, but now it's just like, fuck. It's still too much beer. I can't drink it all fast enough. I'm going to try to call Steve one last time, give him another shot. Let's see what's going on. His phone might have died. Who knows? Never had this happen before. A little bit different. And it is done. I tried to text him. He hasn't texted back at all. And that is that. So, to save the day, we're going to call my good friend, Bill. And just to save the day. And we're sorry. We've never seen that. We was going to propose a new show. But I guess not. Let's see what happens here.
Hello?
Bill, what are you doing, man?
What's up, man?
Ladies and gentlemen, live on Exit 92 Radio, it's Bill Dowdy.
I'm on the radio?
You're live, buddy. What are you doing right now?
What's going on, everybody? Surprise call.
You fucking asshole.
You asshole. No heads up, nothing.
What are you doing right now, man?
Right now, I am watching Pirates of the Caribbean 2, and I'm drinking beer.
Drinking beer. I got to tell Steven to hold on because he's trying to call, and I don't know what happened there. But we had somebody on Exit 92 Radio, and we was having good conversation. All of a sudden, he just hit a dead spot and was over with, and life as we know it stopped existing. And I was all like, "Hey, guess what?
We're gonna call Bill motherfucking Dowdy."
That's right.
Did I see that correctly? Is the show entitled "Beer in My Hand"?
Sorry. Yes. No, it says "Hold My Beer."
Hold my beer.
Steve, ladies and gentlemen, Steve does say he's got 2 messages. He says the AT&T network went down. It is up now. It's up now. Okay. So, Bill, good to see you. Are you excited about coming over here and playing some pool with your new cue that you got?
Oh, actually, I didn't pick one up yet.
I'm still looking for a good one.
Well, son of a bitch.
I am definitely excited and ready to get a new one and attempt to beat the great Dino Mac in a game of hardcore pool.
Yes. And,
considering I've played you, I don't know how many times now, and still haven't won a single game.
We still got all that beer from New Year's Eve. I was just telling the fans that. That was crazy.
Do we really?
Yes. Oh, dude, there's tons. There's tons left. I'm trying to drink.
Oh, man, we need to rotate the stock, man.
I'm trying to drink it so it doesn't end up being stanky beer. But, Bill, I want to thank you for being on real quick. I got to call my guest back. He's ready. I've never had this happen. That's why you don't go to AT&T. Just saying. And thank you for being on the show here. Thanks for letting me call you. And looks forward to very many shows. You're going to be on Next Guy Talk, so you better get ready. This Friday,
that sounds great, brother.
Live on the Mac Attack Show. You and Barry are going to be on the Guy Talk. We're going to change things up a little bit, man. All right, man.
Hell yes.
Hey,
I will let him know. We'll get him around, and hell yeah.
Sounds
good,
good,
That sounds
brother.
like a great idea.
Sounds awesome. I'm looking forward to it. Sounds so cool.
Hell yeah.
It's cooler than school, man. All right.
Hell yeah.
I'll talk to you later, big guy. Thanks for being on the show.
Sounds good, man.
Later.
Yeah, you take care.
Breeze.
Later.
Had to get rid of him. Just saying. Okay, I got to call my guest back that was originally on the show. I've never seen anything like that before. I've never experienced this where AT&T just shuts down. Like, I mean, how does that even happen? How does AT&T just shut the fuck down? Steve, what?
I don't know. I called him. I was mad.
You called AT&T?
Hell yeah, I called AT&T. I don't know what the fuck was going on with my goddamn service, because I have a Verizon phone too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. They said, it's just real quick damage. I was like, what the fuck's real quick outage? They said it'll be up in a couple minutes. No. So, I don't fucking know.
Wow.
It's like electricity. I flip my switch, fucking Magic Happens light comes on, like my phone. I dial a number from Magic Happens, get a hold of somebody.
So could we call you Magic Steve instead of Magic Mike?
Dude, I ain't that gay.
Can you dance?
Okay, I'm white, dude. I have no rhythm. I'm just saying, dude. I mean, I'm not the Bieber.
Well,
I have no rhythm.
Bieber can't dance either. That's all choreographed. That's bullshit. I'm just saying.
They're still dancing, choreographed dancing.
What the hell was we even talking about before you left? Before that call got dropped, was we talking about beer?
How bad my hangovers hurt the next day.
Yes, there we go. That's perfect. So, the hangovers are worse now in your 30s than they was years ago. Before
Absolutely.
you. Yes, I agree. I want to talk.
Every little noise is horrible.
You said at one time that you had a story. This ain't Sex Talk Sunday, but this is Exit 92 Radio. Sex Talk Sunday's been on Exit 92 Radio before. We've did a show. So it's more of a melting pot here on Exit 92 Radio. I want give us a sexual story. Give us something that the listeners would think would be funny as hell that you actually experienced in your life.
Wow, I guess the one time, this is way before I met my wife now. I mean, I was young. And this good-looking girl at a bar. We go back to her place, and then things get a little heated on the couch. We go back in the bedroom, and there's this fucking gizmo hanging from the fucking eyeball from the roof. And I was just in awe, like, what the fuck is that? She's like, it's a sex swing.
Oh!
I was like, what the fuck is that? She's like, here, I'll get in it. And she all fucking got up in it and strapped herself in. I was like, oh my God. And it was magic. Fireworks went off.
How did you like seriously though? Like how did you get like how did you like did she help you get hard or I mean what I'm asking you is that one of those things where you just got to get a stiffy now or what the fuck?
Well, like I said, I had one anyway because we were messing around on our living room couch.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Nice.
So,
Okay. So she gets in the sex swing. What happens?
I mean, I'm standing and I'm just pushing her back, and she's slamming right into me. I wanted to try. I wanted to lay down and see if I could spin her around like a top but she just wasn't going for that idea.
She was.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Like you maybe kind of lay down on the floor, maybe to get in the Boston Crab position or something, or whatever, and to just spin her around like Wheel of Fortune. That'd be badass.
Like Vanna White up on that motherfucker or something.
Right, but you end up being bankrupt because you nut too fast because it feels so good.
I wanted to know what would happen, but no, she wasn't into the whole being spun around like a top thing.
What'd she want you to do to her?
She just wanted me to stand there and then grab her by the ankles and push her out and pull her back in as hard as I could.
Nice. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You get deep that way, bud.
You get me? God.
Tickle the belly button from the inside. I mean, it's not like to do with a 19-inch wang, but hey, I work with what I got.
My dick. Fuck. Oh, I tell Heavy D all the time, hey, man, a dick is one of those big old things, something I got. What you have, my friend, is a penis. That's what I tell him all the time.
I mean, how do you know what he got? You've been looking at it? You down there with a tape?
Hey, sometimes
measuring that motherfucker.
Sometimes you got to have a little bit of something up your sleeve, a little bit of backup, so for when your friends fuck you over, you can fuck them over too. So,
You need a quick shot?
Yeah. Hey, I got the quick shot. I'm proud to say that I got the quick shot. I don't give a shit. But Fleshlight.com, you guys can get one for $34.99 on Fleshlight.com. Don't forget to check that out. It's awesome. It's awesome. It's called the Quick Shot. It's badass.
And you got a hole in both ends so you can get two guys in it, Brokeback Mountain style.
Let's see here. Steve says, been some time since I played pool. So we was talking about pool. We called Mr. Bill Downey up. Was talking to him a little bit while you was probably cussing out AT&T.
I was. There were a few F-bombs that dropped in that conversation.
Did you tell him you was live on the Mac Attack Show here on Exit 92 Radio?
I did. I was like, I'm with Dino Mac on Exit 92. I got to get back to this. Like, well, hold on, sir. Fuck, hold on.
Hold on my ass. What the fuck?
I mean, as much as I pay for a phone bill each month, hold on my ass.
If you don't mind me, don't give me the exact amount. But are you in a $200 range at all with your?
No, well, I'm not far from it. I'm like 160, but I got my phone, which is unlimited everything and data. It's all grandfather plan.
Right, you're right.
And my wife's phone is the same way.
Now you got 4G LTE or?
Oh yeah, 4G LTE. I get the union discount too. It's 18%. So.
Nice. I get the union discount too. That's awesome with Verizon. I went with Verizon. I was with a different cell phone company called US Cellular. Not a bad company, guys. And US Cellular, we'd like to advertise for you. So if you're listening to the Mac Attack Show, let us know, and we'd like to help you out with a little bit here on Exit 92 Radio. We're looking for all sponsors. We're Take a Lawn Mowing Company. We don't give a fuck. We will take anything that we can get. Business cards, T-shirts, hats, anything. But
I just want a hat.
You just want he just wants a hat. That's awesome. But before we close out the show, I know that you got cut off, Steve, and unfortunately, you did do that. But I got to finish this movie and stuff like that. Let's pitch this ideal. Let's pitch this show. You had a great show ideal. Let's hear it. Go.
I'm just thinking a great way to end a show or do a show would be the final word, or to either Dino or me or somebody gives their final word, whether it's good, bad, indifferent, bitching, praising something. It's the final word, and that's how you end.
Okay.
Or do a whole show on that.
Yeah, we could do a whole show on the final word, and I'd let you do it here on the Mac Attack Show. But let me ask you this. You said we could get a band member. Now, we don't need to put any names out there or nothing like that right away. But you said you could get a band member here.
Yes.
And he's the lead drummer of the band, or the drummer of the band, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I'd like to do that.
I'm gonna warn you, it's a metal band.
That's
so
okay.
It's gonna be loud.
No,
it's gonna be loud.
I just want to interview the guy. I want him to come out, and we can have you on the same line too. But we can't have no more drop calls. Just saying. Definitely, I'd like
Can
to.
you hear me now?
Yeah, right. Can you hear me now? That dude, he's a fucking ass. He switched to AT&T. What the fuck? Anyways.
Sprint. He works for Sprint.
Oh, yo, Sprint. Yeah, that's right. You're right. You're absolutely right. He works for Sprint. But we're definitely, I want to do that, and I want the first show. Let me work on it. How soon can you get the drummer of that band?
Pretty much anytime I call him.
Okay. So could we say next Saturday, live on the Mac Attack Show on Exit 92 Radio? Again, I got to save some content for Exit 92 Radio. These guys took me in. They're like family. I love them to death. Love this network. Could we do it next Saturday?
I'll talk to him. I'll let you know something Monday.
Let me know something Tuesday. I'll give you till Tuesday. Let me know something by at least Tuesday to give you a little bit of leeway. And then I'm going to advertise. I'm going to plug the fuck out of it. And I would appreciate it. That's awesome. We won't go anything extreme. Well, we might, because this is the Mac Attack Show where we ask the hard questions.
This dude, he's like me. He don't care what you ask him. He'll answer anything. So
nice.
There is no holds barred on this dude.
And I'll need a little bit of your help. So, I'm going to let you take a little bit of charge over there. And I'm going to let you, it's going to, I'll tell you at work how we're going to figure this out. But I want to see if this works, and I want to know about this drummer, and I want to know a little bit more and how we can introduce him and how we can get him on a show, because Exit 92 Radio is very, very strong in their music, and they like unsigned bands or new signed bands or anything that just getting the music out there, man. They love music. They have a great Blue Steel archives. They've got it's an awesome network. I'll have to show you a couple of their shows. There, Steve. Steve, thanks for being on, man. I appreciate it.
Anytime.
Dude,
anytime, dude.
I love it. And I really do think this final word, I think it could go somewhere. I really do. I think
it'll be off the chain. I just think so.
Get our material ready. Actually, have maybe one or two topics that we talk. Yeah, we should do music. You like music, so yeah.
But I think today's music sucks ass. That's just...
Right, we can talk about that later. Guys, my name is Dino Mac. This has been Steve Criswell. Dude, it's been a pleasure here on Exit 92 Radio, listening to you guys, having you guys on the chat boards. Share it with a friend, share it with your mom, share it with your fucking dog. I don't give a shit. But if you can't be good, at least be good at it. We are out of here. Peace.